name is Lugalia. I'm a young man, a Kenyan. Yeah, and a youth. Yeah. I've had two backgrounds where I grew up in Kiambu County and Kakamega County. Kiambu County was quite easy. I had access to a lot of platforms, a lot of support system in regards to government actions, like for instance, access to the National Council, access to proper structures that would ideally ensure that I get assistive devices. And also the mainstream school that I went to allowed me to ensure that I've been able to be supported through the teachers and a couple of pupils that I went to school with. At about 2010, 2011, I moved to Kakamega County, where all of a sudden, seemingly this, not actually seemingly, this support system went off, having to build a new life around a county that I barely knew anyone. I barely knew the support system that I had there. I had to start from ensuring that I can be able to access such support, for instance, getting my surgical shoes. And yeah, it's been interesting. Majority of my, would say, teenage and adult life has been there. Up until when I left for school in Kisumu County and then for work in Nairobi County. Most of the time I would ideally think that or see that I'm different only when it's brought up. Yeah, Spence, you know, you're different. You shouldn't be doing this. You should be taking it easy because you can't be doing this. And that's when now the difference between you and the other person would come up. Through my young age, through plays and fun and games, some children would point out that, hey, look at how your feet are. They're not as same as ours. Look at how your hand is. They're not. It's not the same as any other person's. So I'll be honest by saying that at times it made me feel a little bit weird, for lack of a better term. Right before I joined campus, I was supported through a relative to join campus, and that was quite something. And then through luck or determination, I was able to secure a scholarship that took me through the whole campus period. And these are the kind of support that I'm calling out that I received even before joining the campus and also after, immediately after. During the campus period, it was quite interesting. As you said, it's more or less solo people where you are working in silos, you're studying in silos. There isn't much to, apart from group work, there isn't much to go around with. I received support from my lecturers who would ideally understand that this is a differently abled person. We need to accommodate him in this way or another. Good thing with my disability, I'm not as adversely affected, and that has allowed me to succeed through my campus school. I can say that I've been happy all along with my work experience. My current workspace has allowed me to grow, and also has allowed me to understand the whole corporate jargon, where you, in as much as the company is there to make profits, you ensure that they are able to also look into sustainability and inclusivity and diversity, and see it as a pillar where they are able to succeed also. This calls out the kind of support that I've had within the organization, where they not only view it from the point that this person is here because of our inclusive and diverse pillars and portfolio, but also this person can be able to bring value to our organization and ensure that our organization grows. There's a huge need on sensitization of persons with disabilities within different workspace. Companies, I believe they should come up with what would the idea call courses or seminars or workshops where they are trained on how best to handle persons with disabilities. Another key factor that I feel like this is where majority of the companies are failing, it's on their job career or job/career platforms. There is a huge need to ensure that web accessibility within these career platforms is key and mandatory to ensure that persons with different kind of disabilities, whether they are dyslexic or they have visual impairment, they are able to access the work platform, the career platforms, so that they can also tender in applications like any other person. If you don't have an accessible career platform, you're already eliminating a person with disability. Unfortunately or fortunately enough, the workspace now it's very highly competitive, and in as much as we all bank on inclusivity and diversity, where companies are required to have at least 5% of persons with disabilities within their structures, there is the need of being ready, and in as much as you bank on that, ensure that you're just ready for that interview, you're just ready for that application. And being ready starts from just preparing your CV. Being ready includes just preparing for that interview, being your best. Do not eliminate yourself even before you've been eliminated in a job application process or on an interview process. I studied a Bachelor's of Arts, and I'm currently working around data and analytics. Do not block yourself from the background you have to what ideally the kind of work that you want to do. Yes, there are persons who are passionate about what they studied, and they really want to pursue what they studied, and I'm okay with that. Just do not lock yourself out of the available jobs or available internship programs that are there that would make you gain work experience. Immediately after I left the Alive Foundation Masterclass, one thing that came in handy, it's I needed to make a number of changes in my life. I needed to make a couple of changes in my personal branding. I needed to make a couple of changes in my how I perceive my day-to-day life. From the classes that we had, for instance, financial literacy, they allowed me to think about how best I can be able to save the little money I earn, how best I can be able to invest also the little money I have. And these are the kind of things that, fortunately enough, I've had to now go through and ensure that I become the best on this. On personal branding and even careers, I've had to think about how best I can be able to achieve in career-wise, how best to churn that path that would ideally make me successful in my career. And yeah, I'm pretty much grateful of the organization. Definitely, it has allowed a couple of my cohorts to ensure that they also become the best versions of who they would be.